And Jon Perry joins me now. He's a partner with Norton Rose Fulbright. We're absolutely delighted to see you here. A legal firm, one of the leading ones globally, of course. You've been involved with the Model Mining Exploitation Agreement. And this, of course, is really raising up what we know as MMEA here in the region. There's been great excitement about it around this Egypt Egypt Mining Forum. Tell me just a little bit of the details of which you can tell us from a legal point of view.
Sure. So the mining agreement has been developed with one particular company, but as the minister's just said, we're hopeful that would become applicable to all other companies interested in the region. It basically helps create a really stable, long-term, solid foundation for the legal industry, for the mining industry here.
And when you look at it, I mean, clearly the minister has time and time again talked about win-win, that everything he does here has to be win-win. How does it balance the interest of the state and the interest of the investor and the company really to make sure that it becomes win-win?
Well, that's a really good question. Look, what we try and do in these agreements is make sure that the framework is as investable as possible. So it has to be as attractive as possible to the private sector in order to encourage the mining investment to come here. Because if the mining investment doesn't come, there's no project, and any share of no project is always zero. So that's what we're trying to achieve.
And again, looking at maybe dispute resolution and the long-term contractual security, that's something I think that some investors often look at an area and go, not sure if that's tight enough.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's some tax is a gradual thing, right? It's a little bit better, a little bit worse. But if you lose your mining title because you can't enforce your rights, you've got nothing. So for a lot of miners, that's really the most important thing they're looking at. Can they enforce and do they have security to reach their mining license?
So the MMEA, as we're affectionately calling it now, I mean, again, the Model Mining Exploitation Agreement. How do you see that perhaps maturing, as the mining sector matures and other projects move from really exploration to production and hopefully solid companies?
Well, look, I mean, it's been fantastic to listen to the minister just now give his views on that. And we'd like to really support what he says. The mining agreement only applies to one company at the moment. And he said that the intention is that applies to all companies. What we really need to see is what is the framework for those other companies signing up to this agreement? How do they do it? When do they do it? That will be really critical to see.
Now, I mean, you've clearly worked around the world and you look at the companies here in a country like Egypt. In terms of how sort of legally ready is this country, particularly in the mining side, and sort of safe and attractive enough? I mean, how do you put that? If somebody's looking at this right now, what would you say?
This is a fantastic jurisdiction. It's got all the right ingredients. The only thing I'd say is mining is complicated and things take time in Egypt and everywhere else. And my suggestion is that the framework keeps it as simple as possible so that, complexity is what puts people off. And if we can keep a single framework for everybody, that will be the most attractive for this market, I think.
And just quickly, I mean, how encouraged are you listening to the minister? He comes from a corporate background. He talks about transparency. He talks about simplicity. And again, I think we've seen in a year that he's actually got a lot of things done. Yep. And a lot of it almost the common sense approach that he said he would adopt.
Absolutely. I mean, he leads from the top and he leads a great team. We've been working with them for several years, making steady and fantastic progress in this space. And I think it's just going on from here to bigger and better things.
Well, congratulations and well done, because, I mean, the concept of the MMEA was something that I think everybody was very happy to hear at this Egypt Mining Forum. So it's very exciting that we had, some tangent results. We had action that was taken and delivered. Well done.
And you.
For your part. Thank you so much.